Ciao, tifosi. Welcome back to FIN, Football Italia Network. I'm Sir Angelo. Dr. Vinci says hello. Tifosi, all over the world, in this video, I'm going to analyze if Zlatan Ibrahimović can score the most goals in Serie. We're also gonna analyze his competitors for the most goals in Serie. CR7, Lukaku, and that blonde striker that won the most goals in Serie A title last season. Immobile. Let's get right to it. Zlatan last season only played half of the season because he was signed in the second half for AC Milan. He played 20 games, scored 11 goals. This season so far, he played only 2 and scored 3. So what does that mean? That means Zlatan, the Lion, is ready to compete with CR7, Lukaku, and Immobile. That's what it means. The lion is roaring. Rawr! And he's ready. Let's break down how does a striker score a lot of goals. There's a lot of factors that come into it. So you ask, what influences a striker to score and have several goals a season? Well, take a look. It matters that how many competitions does a team play throughout the season. AC Milan are playing obviously in Serie A, Europa League, and currently in qualifying Coppa Italia. And Zlatan doesn't play any international games. He retired from Sweden national team. AC Milan, I think, have a problem. Their problem is, how are you going to rest Zlatan if you have those amount of games to play? In their team, they have Rafael Leao as a backup, and currently he's unavailable. Sources from Italy are saying it could be weeks till he makes an appearance to train. So not only they have to wait for him to make an appearance, they have to wait for him to be in form. Rebic, yes, he could play striker too if Zlatan needs to rest. Another factor is how the team plays. Against Bologna, we saw AC Milan tifosi. Against Bologna, Milan uses their right back and left back to create, to dictate play. Theo Hernandez on the left side, Calabria on the right. Move up forward to the edge of the opposition's team's penalty box. That draws the opponent's defenders to cover them, leaving gaps in the middle so Zlatan could fill in and attack those gaps. That's what we saw at Bologna. Zlatan 2 goals in 1 game. Zlatan also helped the midfield. That's great. Because the opposition's defenders are occupied, taking a look consistently to the left back and right back, Hernandez and Calabria. Tifosi, you didn't see Tonali play much, but he's the other guy that's going to dictate play for Milan. So you got the right back and left back and Tonali. The midfield is going to be occupied to stop Tonali. And Zlatan could help the midfield like he did against Bologna. They really have to fix that striker position. They want Zlatan to rest. He has a great chance, it appears, to score lots and lots of goals, Tifosi. Let's see CR7's breakdown. CR7 has to play Champions League, Coppa Italia, Super Coppa Italia, and also for his national team, Portugal. That's a lot of games for CR7, but he always seems in tip-top shape, exercising night and day, while Zlatan is kicking a punching bag. Kicking it! That's how he prepares. So CR7 now will have his friend, his Spaniard friend, Alvaro Morata beside him. Juventus and Pirlo have a philosophy to have CR7 excel. Amazing, isn't it? Their philosophy in offense. Press. Give the ball to CR7. He looks dangerous too in this competition for who's gonna get the most goals. Let's break down now Immobile. No. Let's break down Lukaku. Lukaku also has Champions League games. He plays for Belgium. So he has a lot of games to play as well. And resting might be a problem more than Zlatan. They don't have a backup striker yet. They have Martinez. They have Sanchez. Esposito could come in. A young prospect. So Lukaku has to play a lot of games without any rest. But he's young compared to CR7 and the Lion Zlatan. So what does that actually mean? Lukaku might get injured. No, it doesn't mean that. It means Lukaku can handle the workload. So Lukaku's also in the competition for the most goals in Serie A this season. Right now, I think CR7 will score more than Zlatan and Lukaku. Let's not forget about Immobile. Let's check him out and his team, Lazio. Tifosi, Lazio had an incredible season in the first part before the lockdown. The second lockdown, they were awful. But Immobile still tried to score. That means it doesn't matter how Lazio plays. They still have the same players. They play with wing backs. Just like Juventus and Inter. On the right side, they have Lazzari. Lazio have Lazzari on the right wing back. They cut those balls, cross those balls into Immobile. On the left side, they just got rid of Johnny, which was surprising. But the veteran Lulic could possibly fill in his role. They got Luis Alberto to give them through passes. There's nothing that Immobile is missing to win the goal-scoring title this season. The only thing different is they are actually in Champions League. Last season in Europa League, they were dreadful, awful, because they wanted to concentrate in Serie A. Before the break, they were 1-2 points behind or something like that. And then cost them to go further in Europa League. And then after the lockdown, it was better if they didn't even show up. With Champions League and with not really a great bench to rest Immobile. And Immobile is the star striker, the number 9 poacher for the Italy national team. But it's okay because the Italy national team mostly have a philosophy to have their midfield excel. So that gives Immobile a break, and then they got that young kid that pretends to play Belotti from Torino Football Club. So there you guys. So there you have it. Zlatan Ibrahimović has an interesting competition to win that Serie A most goals in a season. There might be some surprises like last season from Sassuolo Capoto. Who's going to be the surprise? Is it Edin Dzeko? gonna actually perform this season to his potential? Is he still staying in Roma? It looks like it a little bit. But he just might make a surprise move at the end of the transfer market in October. Zlatan Ibrahimović is going to prove to scientists to professors that study biology that Zlatan isn't human. He's a lion for sure. And that kind of lion that does not exist, even in the lion species. Zlatan Ibrahimović, Cristiano Ronaldo, Lukaku, and Immobile are going to look to fight to the end of the season and win that most goals title. I'm Sir Angelo. This is FIN Football Italia Network, Tifosi. Subscribe. In our upcoming videos, you're gonna see and experience entertainment, quality content. All I have to say is Forza!